It was a fight that fractured the Arab world, but now it's over. Saudi Arabia has reopened its doors for Qatar and in the process opened up new possibilities for West Asia, for India and for the rest of the world. The fight began in 2017. Saudi Arabia and its allies shut their borders with Qatar. They snapped all ties and this lasted for more than 3 years. The gulf between the Gulf powers widened in these 3 years. Now they are reversing the course. They're mending their relationship, and on Gravitas tonight we'll tell you why this is a very big deal and what this truce means for everyone involved. First, let's tell you what has happened. Saudi Arabia, as I said, is ending the Qatar blockade. So it has reopened its land, air and sea borders with Qatar. Its allies, the UAE, Bahrain and Egypt, will do the same. Open their doors for Qatar. Kuwait has been mediating this truce. Here is how its foreign minister announced the agreement.
Based on Sheikh Nawaf's proposal, it was agreed to open the airspace, the land and sea borders between the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia and the state of Qatar starting from this evening.
The borders were reopened on Monday evening. Now the focus has shifted to Saudi Arabia. It is hosting a conference of the Gulf Cooperation Council, better known as GCC countries. This is an alliance, GCC, it's an alliance of the Persian Gulf countries. The conference is being held in Al Ula. Saudi Arabia has invited the Emir of Qatar for this event. Earlier today, he landed in Saudi Arabia. The Emir of Qatar was greeted by Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman himself. Look at the images. He said the reconciliation would, and I'm quoting, close the ranks and unify the stance of the Gulf countries.
These efforts helped us reach the agreement of the Al Ula statement that will be signed at this summit, where we affirm our Gulf, Arabic and Islamic solidarity and stability and strengthen the amiable relations between our countries in order to serve the interest of their people.
So how was this truce reached? In recent months, Saudi Arabia had stepped up efforts to end the dispute with Qatar, and Kuwait was mediating between these rivals. The United States also played a part. 3 years ago, at the height of the conflict, Saudi Arabia and its allies had issued a list of 13 demands for Qatar. 13 demands. What were these demands? Cut ties with the Muslim Brotherhood, stop military cooperation with Iran, even shut down the Al Jazeera news network, which is known for its criticism of Saudi Arabia. Now, for 3 years, Qatar did not concede. It hasn't met any of these demands, really. Even now, it is giving up very little. All that Qatar has agreed to is to drop a series of lawsuits against its neighbors. Reports say Qatar will withdraw cases against them, and in return, they will open their airspace to Qatar. The national carrier, Qatar Airways, has sued these 4 Gulf countries. It sought $5 billion as compensation for the airspace bans. Now it will shut the cases. As for Saudi Arabia, it's been an underwhelming experience. Saudi Arabia wanted Qatar's isolation. It failed to achieve it. Saudi Arabia accused Qatar of backing terrorists and Iran. It got its allies to blockade Qatar. Sure enough, that blockade isolated Qatar in the neighborhood, but its economy continued to grow. And that made the blockade virtually ineffective. Riyadh was facing pressure from Washington, D.C. too. Qatar and Saudi Arabia are both allies of America. US President Donald Trump had initially praised the boycott, but like in most cases, he changed tack. The Trump administration is looking for another win in the last days in office, his last days in office, and reports say that they were pushing Saudi Arabia and its allies to negotiate with Qatar. Trump's son-in-law, Jared Kushner, also paid a visit to the Gulf in recent weeks, and he's now scheduled to attend the ongoing summit in Saudi Arabia, the one that the Emir of Qatar is also attending. So for everyone involved, the truce is good news. Qatar's newspapers featured the story prominently on their front pages, and people have welcomed the agreement.
I travel quite a lot already. Dubai has always been somewhere that I've wanted to visit, but obviously haven't been able to. Now that the restrictions have been uplifted, it does give me a great opportunity to go there, knowing now that I can actually drive from Qatar to Dubai through Saudi is a big plus.
We will see all Saudis here. Also, many people from Qatar will visit Saudi Arabia, and we will be friends as we were before and better. My mother from the UAE, my whole family was happy with this news because it's now possible for us to go to the UAE by car via Saudi Arabia to visit my family members.
The locals will feel the immediate impact of this agreement. Their lives were complicated by the blockade. Many of them, as you heard, could not meet their families. Others had to leave lucrative jobs. For the region, this could be a new start, though they still have a long way to go. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.